So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on to one of the highlights of our night here tonight. It's been talked about through the social media networks all week. It's been talked about for the last couple of months. We've got two former champions of Australian cycling coming onto the track in the Glenn Parker Cycles colours. The 1995 World Sprint Champion, ladies and gentlemen, Darren Hill. Also in the Glenn Parker Cycles colours, the Paralympic champion with Paul Glahassi in the year 2000, ladies and gentlemen, Darren Harry. Now a little bit of history on these two boys. They started racing together 25 years ago, back in 1998 on the BMX track. They then made the transition to track cycling when Darren Hill hit the scene running by winning the under-17 sprint title on Hanson Reserve in Adelaide, an outdoor track, a bitumised track, and he rode in the final ride 11.4 seconds, and he did it from virtually a standing start, just 20 metres shy of the 200-metre line. So Darren Hill, as a 16-year-old, hit the ground running and told everyone he was here to stay. The years rolled on and these two boys both became national champions in Alice Springs. Hill was the national senior champion, Harry was the national junior champion. As I said, Hill was the 95 world champion for the sprint. He was the 1996 champion in the team sprint alongside Shane Kelly and Gary Newon. They have made this one serious. This is going to be a full-on race between these two riders. The commissaires have given them a chat before the start, but expect to see sprinting of old from these two riders. Darren Harry using every trick in the book, trying to see just how much class Darren Hill still has in that body. Darren Harry looks sharper now than he ever did in his cycling career, looks very fit, and of course we've seen Darren Hill racing here over the last couple of months. Had the pleasure of watching Hilly race here last week against the younger kids, against the likes of Luke Zachariah and Dwayne Johansson, and he looked very sharp indeed. The track craft from both of these riders is second to none. Back in the day, Darren Hill would have had a lot more top speed, but that was 12 years ago that he raced. Darren Harry was always a craftsman. They move now into a lap and a half to go. Look at the size of the gear difference they use nowadays. Harry leads out underneath the SpeedDome sign, wants to know where Hill is. Hill's not panicking at the moment. Harry well and truly underway as they go through the 200. Now the ignition's going to start in the back straight. Harry goes to Hill on the bend. Hill up round the outside. Too much power, too much strength. Down the home straight, the 1995 world champion, Darren Hill.
I tell you what, Matty, this is serious. It's the first time we've seen Darren Hill out of that Olympic skin suit, and I got to say it's an absolute pleasure seeing him out of that one. But I tell you what, that is heart in the mouth stuff, not only from the racing, but when you have a professional caller like Matt Pointer calling that one across the line, that makes it even more exciting. So two more of those to go, Matt.
All officials standing on the